Welcome to our channel, where rare historical photos come to life. Every image tells a story, and we're here to share the ones that matter most. A Chicago morgue put the John Dillinger's body on display to the public. Thousands of spectators lined up to see the fallen criminal, who by that point had become a mythical Robin Hood figure of sorts. A Chinese woman whose feet were bound in the late 1800s. A creepy vintage Halloween costume. A diver photographed after ascending from the oily interior of the sunken battleship USS Arizona. A family out for a ride in the UK, and clearly safety wasn't an issue back then, 1930s. A French Red Cross dog wears a gas mask, 1917. A girl on a horse beside Santa Claus. A human shadow from Hiroshima, 1945. A man experiences irony as his car, laden with used tires, has a flat tire. Houston, Texas, 1966. A man posing with a donkey in his lap, 1910s. A man stands next to an enormous container used to store wine in Kankakee, Georgia, 1881. A Mongolian woman sits trapped inside a wooden box as a form of punishment, 1913. A mother and her son on their way to a pride walk, 1985. A Native American telephone switchboard operator sits at work at Montana's Many Glacier Hotel on June 26, 1925. A picnic at Los Angeles' California alligator farm, where patrons were allowed to mingle freely among trained alligators from 1907 to 1953. A soldier sprays the interior of an Italian house with a mixture of DDT and kerosene in order to control malaria during World War II, circa 1945. A woman dressed in only heels and a barrel that reads, "I did my bit, did you?" stands in Times Square. A woman of the Democratic Republic of the Congo's Mangbetu tribe holds her child, 1929. A woman tests a stroller intended to be resistant to gas attacks in Hextable, England, in 1938, not long before the outbreak of World War II. Adolf Hitler poses in lederhosen, 1930s. Army cadets demonstrating different forms of camouflage, 1943. Blanche Monnier, secretly locked in a small room for 25 years, 1901. Breaker boys in a coal mine, 1911. Civil rights marchers, 1968. Cyclists smoke cigarettes while competing in the 1927 Tour de France. David A. Johnston, hours before the eruption of Mount St. Helens. Dolls left on the Island of the Dolls, 2013. English archaeologist Howard Carter first opens the innermost portion of King Tutankhamun's tomb soon after its discovery near Luxor, Egypt, in 1922. Excavations in Pompeii, 1961. French aerialist Philippe Petit walks a tightrope strung between the tops of the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, 1974. German-American farmer John Meintz displays the ill effects of the attack he suffered on August 19, 1918, when locals took him from his home in Luverne, Minnesota, whipped him, then tarred and feathered him. In 1961, Soviet doctor Leonid Rogozov was stationed at a Russian base in Antarctica when he realized that he had acute appendicitis, and he was the only physician there. In April 1926, dozens of Ku Klux Klan members in Cannon City, Colorado, walked down Main Street and enjoyed some fun and frivolity on a traveling carnival's Ferris wheel. Joe Arady gives his toy train to another inmate before he's taken to the gas chamber in 1939. Logging in Oregon, 1905. Maureen Murray of Alexandria, Virginia, won the local Princess Diana lookalike contest, 1985. Members of the Young Pioneers, a Soviet government youth group, don gas masks as part of an attack preparation drill in the Leningrad area in 1937. Much of Boston's North End lies in ruin following the Great Molasses Flood of January 15th. No one knows for sure why a hospital cleaning lady named Harriet Cole decided to donate her body to science, but her amazing contribution, her nervous system, lives on to this day. One of the largest horses in history, Brooklyn Supreme, stood 6 feet 6 inches and weighed in at 3,200 pounds during the 1930s. Participants in the Beautiful Leg Contest wear pillowcases over their heads so that the judges can see only their legs. Portrait of German architect Karl Weber and his wife Emily of Stratford in 1850, just hours after she died. President Harry Truman leading an exercise class on the deck of the USS Missouri, 1947. Princeton University students after a snowball fight in 1893. Prisoners during Algerian War of Liberation. Randall Champion had been shocked by 4,160 volts and left unconscious by the jolt. Another lineman, J.D. Thompson, climbed the pole and began to give his co-worker mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. British actress Jessie Matthews supporting an enormous headdress for the revue Evergreen, 1934. Robert McGee was left permanently scarred after surviving a scalping at the hands of the Sioux tribe in 1864 when he was just a 13-year-old orphan. Segregationists try to keep black people from entering the water at a whites-only beach, 1964. Showgirl with a stuffed bird in a cage on her hindquarters at the Latin Quarter nightclub, New York, 1952. Spectators watch a horse diving act at an unspecified location, perhaps Pueblo, Colorado, on July 4, 1905. The altered fingerprints of Alvin Karpis. The Copper family moves into their new house and take a family photo. After developing the photo, it shows a body falling from the ceiling. The embalmed body of Julia Pastrana died in 1860. The Guinness Brewery in Dublin, 1910. The higher the hair, the faster the runner, the Abilene, Texas track team, 1967. The last known thylacine at the Hobart Zoo in Tasmania, 1933. The last photo taken of famous inventor Nikola Tesla, 1943. Thousands of wedding rings from Holocaust victims, 1945. Two men construct a death mask in New York, 1908. Two people are wearing painted-on eyes at a 1955 Art Student League ball in New York City. Waiters serve lunch to two steelworkers on a girder high above New York City on November 14, 1930, during construction of the famed Waldorf Astoria Hotel. Women wear plastic headgear intended to protect themselves from snowstorms in Montreal, 1939.